Well, here I am, my YouTube friends. I'm sat in the little grow room and it's 22.4, 70% humidity and 12:52 the time. So we've got brilliant sunshine coming in through that south-facing window. Let me just turn the fan off. Not that it'll... now I've got it fixed right, it's been cleaned. It doesn't make a noise, but it just, the fan would be directly into my face. So what I just thought I'd just do a short video. You know Keith's always into a barking, and I did say to him, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember exactly, I'd cleaned all the pots ready and I've put them all outside in the big container, and I said, oh, it seems a shame to have all those nice coloured containers. They're like these, can you see? And they've got holes drilled at the bottom. So they're all clean and put away. I said, it's a shame. I said, can't you find any quite cheap bulbs? So he went onto the site that he normally gets a lot of cheap bulbs and plants from. And he's a member. It's Thompson Morgan. And so, can you see? We've got some of these, but he's sent for them $6.99. Now, because he's subscribed to the email, and I'm not sure he paid £10 to be a member, but they were £2.70. So each one of these I'm showing you. There, you see, there's two there. Can you see the price? So each pack is £2.70. There we go. So, narcissi, and I keep going down, 2x16, the parrot, £2.70 each, there we go, and so we've got all those bulbs, and there's the total price, $95.89, the discount $66.19, the delivery is £4.99. Now Keith never balks at paying for delivery. He says because to actually go to somewhere it would cost us more, and of course we've had this big spike in our petrol prices. So the total there, £34.69. And these are all going to be dispatched within 48 hours. So I would think by Monday they'll be on their way. So next week I'm going to be potting up all these bulbs. Not that we need any more bulbs, but at £2.70 we may as well have them. Now this one here I'm showing you, Catasetum pileatum yellow giant, and there's that nice spike developing, and I did notice, only by chance, because this stays in the windowsill, there we've got another one. So these are coming from the two newest bulbs this year. Now this one hasn't been watered. I put this cover on it simply to keep the algae from going completely a mess, and that still feels damp, and I mean this is not going to get watered at all. So and that sits straight on our south-facing windowsill. There we go. And this is the other one. Now this one's gone dormant. This is the one out from Mark. So this has gone dormant. This is Catasetum orchid glade, Davy Ranches. And so it's lost its last leaf. If you look at that, and you see, there's no water in there, lots of roots, so it made a really good root system. And not until come spring, and well, it probably would be February, before I even attempt to have a look at this. Hopefully it won't send out a new growth before then. The reason I'm looking at it now is that I've just wondered whether or not this one would send out a flower spike, but perhaps it's not quite mature enough yet. And this was a surprise. Now where is it? You see, I've got that little trough down there, and these sit in this little trough. This is a little Stalis argentata, and I did have these outside all summer. Now I've not got any holes in these pots, but look, it's only 2 spikes so far. I think that's an old spike. There we go, you see. And these have got the most delicate little, there's another one, you see, flowers. I mean, you can hardly notice them, they're that tiny. Oh, there's another one. So that's 3 spikes, and I did have 2 from Curling Orchidine. I'll show you the other one. And these don't like to dry out, but there again, with the environment that I've got also, I've got to be careful that I'll move that label. I don't want it to impede that little flower spike. I don't want this media to stay completely wet through, because it'll just rot everything. There we go, you see. It's a very, very fine root system, this is. So that's one of them. So that's my first reblooming of that one. And I've got another one here. Now, when did I get that one? So that one looks, I could have got the labels in the wrong way. I had 10420 and I've got 10220. So I don't know. I don't know which came first. And they've done very well for being outside. So have we got anything coming up on this one yet? I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. But there we go, you see. 2 nice little delicate plants. I'm going to just pop them down here into this little trough of water. I've just put this one in, and this was, you see that leaf's just starting to open there, and this is Cattleya labiata varcerulia, but I've just noticed that leaf's starting to go yellow, and I just wonder whether or not this has not been getting enough water. Let me bring you back up here and get focused again. So what I've done with a lot of the Phalaenopsis types, this is the one Phalaenopsis totaspis C1 by LDS Bear King. This is the particular one from Mark, and this is the one that got crown rot. Don't know when to lose that spike. Can you just see? You see how they stay green? that's going to a different colour now. The end of it's green, and we've got some nice growths, and I did have them in these black outer pots like this one. Then I suddenly realised that some of these roots are trying to come through. Now you'll notice also, now you see, there's no holes in the bottom of these. I've made holes, not holes, I've just cut areas into these plastic pots to enable some of these bigger roots to come through. And you see? Now maybe this one doesn't want water in it. Usually I look at these on a Monday, and that looks actually to be fine, doesn't it? This one doesn't look as though it needs feeding and watering. So that's what I do now. I look at everything as an individual plant. Some will want to continue to be watered more, well, exactly the same. Some will want to be watered slightly less, and you have to look at your plants. This is another one, you see. This is a hybrid, this one. No idea what it is. Pink, oh, I just call it pink. Pink Chantilly. I don't know why I call it that, but we've got green growing tips. Ooh. But you see, this is what happens to some of them. They come through, and then they were getting stuck. Got another one there. Can you see that one? Now that's going to go down, hopefully. It'll find a little way to not get those emerging roots trapped. So I think I've done that with all these. They're all in sometimes different media. Got another one here. Don't forget, I've had a bit of a rough time with my Phalaenopsis because they've never known whether they're coming or going. But at last now, I'm quite happy with the state of things in the grow room, and I'm leaving well alone. There you see. I checked these all last week. Now some of them have got more holes than others, but that one's doing fine. This one here I'm just going to show you now. This is a big one. This is definitely from Kathy, because I remember it had blue on it, which means that it would be a supermarket Phalaenopsis coloured blue. So if I lift this pot up again, there's just a little bit of water down there, just for humidity. And if you notice, I've got the majority, I think I've got all the phals now in organic media. And if I look here, and you see a little root peeping through there. Which is a good indicator that all is well. And I've got a trough down there, but that's for the big cattleyas. So I'm desperately waiting to see whether whatever it is in the bottom of this sheath will develop. And you see, you can see there. Now which is this one? You see down there? Look, a little bit of mealybug, so I'm going to have to clear that up, which is a bit of a disappointment. Let's check the back of the leaves. Oh, it's not. Look. Oh my goodness. It's a good job it stands over there. Hangs, I mean, but look at that. That isn't mealybug, that's scale. So I'm going to have to treat that. I did wonder why these other leaves had gone a little bit withered. And yet there's nothing on them, look. Because I do check. And this is due to go into that water trough down there. So all these roots, I mean, they don't look brilliant, do they? But they will, all of them will hydrate. Now, because this plant has been under stress, probably because I moved it and put it in here, and I'm waiting for all those new roots. I mean, it has got new roots, and when it's been watered, you want to see how it perks up, and you'll see these are the latest leaves, well, last year's. You see they're very firm. That's the one that's got the scale on. That's the newest growth. There's no scale on these others, but these are the older part of the plant. See. Now, let me just... I could actually, well, not because it's in bud, but maybe when it's finished flowering, I could actually take this back part of this plant off and set it in a pot, like I've done the other seedlings that came in the pot, and see if it'll establish itself. But that's going to go downstairs first before it gets put in the fertilised water. So that's Yen 24K. Now where's the label gone? Where's the label gone for it? Oh, it's here. RLC Yen 24K by Cattleya Memoria Robert Strait. Put that there, because you don't want to damage that nice bud. Oh, look at that, I've just noticed. Can you see? There's a crack just started to appear. That's marvellous. So maybe in the next few weeks we might have a bloom. This is the other one. This is Cattleya Dusky Maid by RLC Bruce Randall. And this is the one with the new growth, that one there. And this one here. And they've come off the newest part of the growths. It's alright, I just wondered what that was, because if that one's got scale I'll have to, and this one, I don't think it has got scale. But this is one of those that I'm very tempted to. I mean, I've not done it yet because I keep thinking, oh, I've got to be brave enough. They do say you can actually, I've seen Roger do it, you can actually cut the rhizomes here, and then it'll branch out further back. Now, can you see that little growth there? Now, whether that will develop, I don't know. But this one's got a very, very good root system. Look at that. All the way along. And what I'll do when this one, gets too big for this open pot, I shall just drop pot it, because I've got a basket bigger than this, and I can just drop pot it in. So just bear with me now. So here we are in our bedroom on the south facing windowsill, and these don't get watered very often, but I might give them a water this week, because although we've got rain, we've got rising temperatures, and you see that there could be a spike developing. So and that's on that newest growth. There, that one. This is a Pleurathalis. This needs to go outside and be watered. This is the other one, King Zip Red Splash. And this one's struggled, but it's still with us. And this is Dendrobium thysiflorum. And there we go. So these do dry. I let these dry quite a bit before I actually water them again. But they're getting full impact of being in this south-facing part of the house. Well, we had some nice gentle rain earlier, and I brought the Masdevallias out, but it doesn't look as though it's rained on them much. There's no residue there, so just got a leaf, that one. This one, this is Vetchana. Look at the spike that's developing, and got a nice big green growing tip there. And this is Bomplondii. See, we've got one or two little leaves that will drop, but I thought, oh well, we've got lots of new growths here, absolutely loads of them. Let's have a look what this one is. Something looks as though it's nibbed that one, and you see, that's the only thing about having them outside, you've got to be careful. But they will come out. They'll come in later. I mean, these are inside now. That's my Amaryllis. And you see, the rain we had was such a small amount, it hasn't even penetrated anything. So, and I brought these out, the Cymbidiums. These are these pots, these bigger pots, see? To get some rain, and nothing's no rain. So Keith this week's been replacing the felting and the on the canopy over our living room window. He's had to put new fascia boards, and he's had to paint it, and then he's had to go to the apex over the garage. Look at those two. So we're getting this waft of warm air again from Spain, although they do reckon it's going to rain, but I can't believe I've said that so many times, that we're part way through October and we can still come out and enjoy the garden. So, excuse the noise underfoot. Thought we'd just finish with some little blooms. Here we go, if I don't break my neck. There. Little violas. Those are the blue ones. Oh, just rained again last night. So from me to you, take care. Bye bye now.